Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to use a reshade for The Sims 4. So these reshades have literally saved my life. Like, I don't have to edit screenshots at all, I don't have to edit thumbnails at all, because I just use these reshades. And as you can see on the screen now, I'll put a before and after of with the reshade and without the reshade, and as you can see it's definitely a lot better with the reshade. So this is the website that you need to go on to get the reshades actually working. So this is reshade.me, as you can see here. So all you do is you just click download, and it will take you to the bottom and it will say the version, but it doesn't really matter. You just click the download right here and it will download right here, and it's a .exe, so you just click on that, and if this comes up just click more info and then click run anyway, because this is a fine, like, this is the right website and this is a safe website. So as you can see here, it says select game to install to or uninstall from. So you click on it and you go to this PC. Then you'll go to this Windows thing here. I'm not very good at describing. You go to this Windows bit here. You go to Program Files times 86. Scroll down to Origin Games. Then to The Sims 4. Then down to Game. Bin. And then if this, it'll either say times 32 or times 64. Mine is 64. So I'll click on that. Click Open. And then you've got to select the rendering API the game uses. This is Direct 3D 9, so click on that. And I'm going to overwrite it because I already have it, but if you don't already have it, it won't come up with that. It will just go on to this right away. And you wish to download a collection of standard effects from the reshaders, and yes you would, because it just makes everything a lot better. As you can see, it downloads pretty quickly, and then it'll say which files you want to install, but just click all of them. It doesn't really matter, and as you can see here, you have finished it. So the one I use, I'll show you now, the best reshade in my opinion. Well, I'll show you two different reshades, one that I use currently and one that I've used before, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so the person that created the reshade I use currently is Midpoosim, and you basically just go on their website, on their Tumblr, then go to my CC, and as you can see here, this is the one that I'm using. So this is the Money and Milk reshade, and it is incredible. As you can see, these are just the pictures with just the reshade on, and it is amazing. So you just come down here, forget about all this stuff for now, just click on Sim File Share and click download, and there you go, you've got it down the bottom here. So just click open, and you've got this stuff here. So what you do is you highlight it, cut or copy, doesn't matter which one you do. Then you go to this PC, you go to the Windows again as we did before, Program Files, Origin Games, Sims 4, Game, Bin, and these are all the different reshades I have installed. Just right click, press paste. I've got to replace it, but that's just because I've already downloaded it. So as you can see now, you'll have Money and Milk there, which is what you need. So yeah, so we've got that there now, which is really good, and everything should have been copied across. So now all you do is go off that, and I'm going to show you the next one now. Okay, so here's the other reshade that I'll also link in the description below. So this is the Bright 1.0 reshade preset, and as you can see here, like, the difference is actually amazing. So this is another one I use. This is the one I used before, but it's still amazing. I just decided to go for the other one for now. So here it just says download Google Drive. You just click it, press this download button right here, and boom, it's down at the bottom again. So just press keep because this is all fine. If it comes up, then click this little arrow showing folder again. You see this here, so you just cut, go over, back to where we were before, which once again, this PC, Windows, Program Files times 86, Origin Games, Sims 4, Game, Bin, and copy and paste it into here. So as you can see, it is now in here. This is the one, the Gab Brooks Bright Preset 1.0. So that is it there. Okay, so now we're going to go into game and I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, so as you can see here, when you first go on it, it says Reshade 4.40, whatever, that number, the version of what it is. And it might take a lot longer to load now that you have the Reshade installed, but this is new and you just wait. Okay, so we're in game now, and as you can see, this is how the game looks normally. Pretty bland, pretty ugly. And I just want to give you a quick warning, if you don't have the best PC, this probably isn't for you because it definitely lags your game a lot when you've got this on, but I wouldn't use it for anything other than screenshots. Like for in-game gameplay, I would never use it. So how you go into settings is you click on the home button on your PC, on your keyboard, and as you can see here, there is a few different things. So you can go on, click on this top bit and you have the different ones. So this is the one that I'm currently using, but I'll show you how to use the other one as well. So this is the money and milk one, so click on that if it's not already selected. Then as you can see, there's a bunch of different settings, and don't let it confuse you. I know it's pretty confusing right when you begin, but this one automatically has a few things selected. So as you can see, if I click on the hashtag, so if you go on settings here and go on this bit, you can change what you want for the toggling of the effect, and I just have it as the hashtag button, but you can have those whatever you want. So I just click on the hashtag, and as you can see, it looks pretty crazy. Like, this doesn't look right at all. You can't see anything. For screenshots, it would be terrible and everything. So turn that back off again, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. So these two here, the MXAO and the Quint MXAO, are automatically turned on, but I turn them off. So scroll down until you see cinematic depth of field. So this one is really good. It makes it so the background's automatically blurred for you, so you don't have to do any editing or anything. So I would just turn that right on, and everything is pretty normal on here, so I don't really change much. But you do that, then go to your, so as you can see now, it's still the same. So what you have to do is go on to, click this button at the top, click on game options, and change the type from whatever you currently have it on to another one. I know that sounds pretty confusing. So I've got it on windowed full screen normally, but if I put it onto full screen, apply the changes, wait until it changes it. It'll take a while because you have the reshade on, obviously. It also might go black like this, but it doesn't matter, it's fine, it'll load in a second. Okay, so as you can see here, now there is actually a blur, so just go back to the original change. So just click on the X here. As you can see, you can just turn it off. Click on the X to revert back to normal, wait for it to load again, and this is basically just a fix to get the blurs working. I didn't know how to figure out at the start, but once I did this, it just seems to be my fix. I don't know if it happens for anyone else, but this is how I do it. And as you can see now, how pretty does this look? So definitely for gameplay, it's not, you wouldn't want to play like this. However, for screenshots, as you can see here, if you zoom in on your sim, she looks pretty good. And it's automatically blurred the background, and I'll show you how to get it to focus automatically on your sim. I'm just going to turn the reshade back off, go on to home again, go on the money and milk one as you were before, and scroll back down to the cinematic depth of field. So select it and reselect it just so you've got this down the bottom. And as you can see, I have mine on use autofocus and use mouth driven autofocus. I would recommend having both of these on. It just seems to be the best for me anyways. I'm just going to quickly reset them all to default just to show you everything. So it's now on default again, but as I said, I've got both of these enabled. And now when I do the hashtag, you can see it works. If you have one of these turned off, for example, if you have that turned off, it doesn't ever focus. You see that? And if you have just the autofocus on, it does also work, but for me personally, you see how I can't select over there to not be focused? So as you can see, when I'm over here, if I wanted her to be focused, I couldn't do that because I only have use autofocus on. So just put both on for my preference. That's how I do it. And as you can see, this screenshot looks amazing. It looks like it's already been edited, and it is just all around really good for screenshots and just for everything in general, really. Just when you're taking screenshots or anything for thumbnails, definitely recommend this one. Now I'm going to turn it back off again using my keyboard shortcut, which again is my hashtag, but again just go into settings and change it here to do that. So I'm going to show you how to use the other one now, which is the Gabrux Bright Preset 1.0. So just click on this at the top where it says money and milk, go down to this one right here, click it, take a while, and as you can see with it turned on, this is how mine looks. So they're a little bit different. I would say this one's a little less saturated. It's a bit more like how the game normally looks, as you can see, with it on, with it off. It's definitely a bit more like blurry, but I really like it still. It's better for screenshots of multiple people, I would say. So as you can see here, these are my settings. So I'm just going to go through everything. Oops. I'm just going to turn it off just for now. So I have on, if you want to screenshot any of these, or I'll write them in the description down below, or put them on the screen now. So it is, I have DPX on, FXAA, Lift Gamma Gain, Curves, SMAA, Vibrance, Colourfulness, Adaptive Sharpen, Ambient Light, and Cinematic Depth of Field. So that's everything I have on, and I think I pretty much have everything set to the normal stuff. Again, with the Cinematic Depth of Field, you turn it off and on again just to get it back to that. So again, with this one, I have both turned on just for the best thing, because as you can see, say if you didn't want to focus on her, you could just go over to the background. And by the way, I'm doing this by going into tab mode, so you just click on my keyboard, it's like 2 arrows facing away from each other just above the cap lock. Just click on that, and you can move around with the WASD keys if you didn't already know that, and you can scroll in and out using the scroll wheel, and you basically just click with the left button to kind of select different things. So select over there and select over there. I'm just clicking and clicking, and yeah, that's basically how to do that. So as you can see, the before and after is pretty drastic with both of them. You can also use different presets, which again I'll show you. I won't show you how to download these because there's other tutorials, but this is the Urban Sims one, Scorpio. I like this one a lot as well, but this one is definitely a lot more simple. As you can see here, this is the before and after, so this is the before and this is the after. There's not a drastic difference, like it's not very good for screenshots or anything. Like it's a good reshade for playing with in general, because as you can see, it just kind of brightens everything up. Like the sky in the background over here, it just definitely sharpens everything up. But for screenshots, I would definitely recommend either the Money and Milk or the Gabrix one. Just swap between the two, see which one you prefer. Right now, I definitely prefer this one, but that is just my preference right now. I just think it looks pretty nice and clean. Another thing as well is to take the screenshots for the reshades, you can't use the C, which is what you normally use to take screenshots. Well, it is for me anyways. You actually have to use, go into your home again, go to settings, and go to, down here it says screenshots. So I have mine as print screen for the screenshot one that I use, and then you just click on this little dot thing here and change out what you want, where you want your screenshots to end up in. I have mine in my YouTube folder, but that's just how I have it. So you just do that, and you can just copy and paste it, go into your files, copy the file location and paste it there, and that's how you do that. So then when you take the screenshots now, when you've got the reshade on, never use the C button, use instead the print screen button, which is the, well, use whichever one you've used the shortcut key for. So mine's the print screen, and at the top here it will say where it's been saved to. So it's different from the C that comes up here in the corner here. It's different from that, so you don't want it as that, because that won't actually have the reshade over the top. So that's why you have to use the shortcut button. So anyways guys, I'm going to leave this video here. Remember to leave any comments below if you have any questions, if I didn't explain something well. Just remember to leave them below and I'll try and answer them for you. Remember to like, comment, subscribe and do whatever you want, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye everyone!